Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be presenting a presentation about starting the new year off well, and it's called A Better You. So we're going to go through the dimensions of wellness and how we can be mindful of all those dimensions of wellness as we set our goals for the upcoming year. I'm also going to have a list of my upcoming presentations that I'm going to get together, and I'll get that on the Resident app. There are 2 handouts for today's presentation. So if you're watching this either live or on a recording, you can get those handouts from me. I will have them in the Fitness Center in the Commons. Okay, let's get started. So our objectives for today's presentation: we're going to explore the term wellness, what it means and why it's important for overall health and well-being. We're going to discuss 5 tips for staying healthy and well in the new year. And we're going to discuss the 6 dimensions of wellness and developing obtainable goals for the year. Then we're going to identify wellness options that you have in this community and through Health Pro Heritage. And you're going to create a personalized health and wellness plan for 2024. My slides are not updated here, so we'll just fill that in with 2024 when you see 2023. All right. A new year with new beginnings. The new year is a great time for new starts and new beginnings. What better way to bring in the new year than to focus on your health and wellness? If you have the will to feel better, the way is through planning out your health and wellness options. So, what is wellness? Wellness refers to a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. It encompasses more than just the absence of illness or disease, emphasizing a holistic approach to maintaining health in various aspects of your life, including physical fitness, mental clarity, emotional balance, social connections, and your overall happiness. Achieving wellness involves actively pursuing a balanced and healthy lifestyle to optimize one's quality of life. So, what exactly is wellness and why is it important? Wellness refers to regaining or retaining your optimal level of independence, well-being, and quality of life. Wellness can be a global term used in your community describing all the activities and many of the physical amenities that are offered to you. So now we're going to look at those 6 dimensions of wellness: physical, intellectual, social, vocational, emotional, and spiritual. All right, so I've got my 5 tips for staying healthy and well in the new year. We want to have regular checkups. You should be scheduling at least yearly checkups to catch issues early and manage existing conditions. Again, that's going to vary based on if you have some health conditions that your providers are following you for. You may follow up more often than that, and that's certainly a good thing. But you do want to make sure that you're at least getting your yearly check-ins. Exercise, obviously the place where I come in the most. We want to stay active for strength, flexibility, and overall well-being. Another important factor that shouldn't be overlooked is a healthy diet. We want to eat balanced meals and especially stay hydrated. Considering a nutritionist's advice if needed. You can also seek nutritional advice from your healthcare providers. That includes, your therapy staff and the wellness staff as well. Social connections. We want to engage in activities, clubs, or time with loved ones to combat isolation. And number 5 is your mind health. Super important. We want to stimulate the mind through puzzles, learning, or seeking support when needed. Super important to know what you enjoy in terms of mind health. what kinds of things are going to help you stay engaged, because if you don't like puzzles, well, then obviously that's not a good thing to pick for you. But if you do, that's a great thing to pick. But maybe reach out of your comfort zone a little bit too and find something else new that you might enjoy. Okay, so now we're going to break down those 6 dimensions of wellness. And the first one we're going to talk about is emotional wellness. So emotional wellness emphasizes an awareness and acceptance of your feelings while encouraging a positive outlook on life. Emotional wellness involves uplifting experiences by participating in support groups, clubs, and other various programs to enhance overall well-being and quality of life. So here's some examples of some things that would count for emotional wellness. Life history writing and or discussion, storytelling groups, painting, poetry class, life history writing and discussion, that's listed twice, aromatherapy exploration, an Alzheimer's support group or a Parkinson's support group, photography, spa or a luxury group, centenarian group, life celebration group, or a resident council. So any of those things where we're getting involved with other people. Okay, and then spiritual wellness is another dimension. So this one involves really seeking meaning and purpose by developing a deep appreciation for the depth of life, natural forces that exist in the universe, and your spiritual wellness emphasizes your life's purpose and promotes a greater sense of well-being. So this can be involved in a whole lot of things, but here's some examples: devotions and discussion, journaling, meditation class, knitting for others, pet therapy, horticulture class, church services, inspirational readings, reminiscence discussions, religious studies of any kind, favorite prayer recitals, spirituality classes, communion, and spiritual growth classes. So those are just some examples. A Bible study is another great example, right? All right, then social wellness. You're also going to see how some of these do cross over, right? Because there's a social aspect to a lot of these as well. But social wellness specifically involves the relationships residents have and how they interact with others. Social wellness involves building healthy, nurturing, and supportive relationships, as well as fostering genuine connections with others. So connecting with loved ones, whether that be in person or virtually, mixers of any kind, happy hours, board or card games, crochet club, scrapbooking club, ice cream socials, cookouts, music, any gatherings that involve music, a bingo, current events, or using a Wii or any type of video games. So those are just some examples of ways to engage in that social wellness piece. But obviously there are a lot more than just what's on that list. And again, important to think about yourself and what you would want to participate in. And then physical wellness. So this includes increasing your endurance, balance, range of motion, flexibility, and muscle strengthening, which are all essential for healthy aging. Physical wellness helps residents set realistic goals and develop an exercise plan for increasing overall quality of life. And it's important to think about too that yes, of course we want to increase our quality of life, but even to maintain our quality of life, we do need to be thinking about that physical component as well. So some examples: cardiovascular exercise, strength and resistance training, balance, fitness, walking, dancing, aquatic therapy, or anything in the pool, Pilates, aerobics, whether it's in the chair or moving around a little bit more, Zumba, yoga, Tai Chi, bocce ball, and lawn bowling. So those are just some examples. Around here, we obviously have some residents that enjoy pickleball too. That would be another one that could be included on the list. And along with the aquatic therapy, there's the classes in the water, And then also water volleyball is very popular. So all of those things would be included as well. And again, thinking about how to get yourself engaged in some of these activities that sound interesting, doing a class so that you're also hitting that social element with the physical element. Okay, and then vocational wellness. This emphasizes volunteering your personal time, giving back to others or the community, and rallying for charities and good causes. Vocational wellness provides residents with a true sense of purpose and belonging. So if you were here for or watched my presentation on finding your purpose, that could be really helpful in thinking about that area of vocational wellness. Because we all kind of are drawn to different things, like we've been talking about through these dimensions of wellness. And if you find something that you're truly interested in, that can help to motivate you to find an even bigger way to do that thing. So things like food or can or clothing drives, different fundraising walks, such as for Alzheimer's or multiple sclerosis, school supply or clothing or coat drives. There's usually a lot of those around, the beginning of the school year for school supplies. Coat drives, right before it starts to get cold, but clothing items are always needed. So those are good things to be involved in. Household items for women's shelters, care packages, penny drives, letters to our troops, pen pals, recycling programs, and crafting for good causes. Lots of things to get involved in. Okay, and then intellectual wellness. This encourages creative, stimulating mental activities to bring richness to life. Intellectual wellness programs are designed to promote executive functioning skills for residents to remain healthy and well with brain fitness. This is another area where your therapy providers can help. This is a big focus for some residents needing occupational or speech therapy. We can work on that intellectual wellness piece. But some examples of ways to keep involved with intellectual wellness can include philosophical discussion groups, movie or series discussion groups, weight management, medication education, art classes, book clubs, learning a foreign language, using smart devices in ways that we are pursuing intellectual wellness. So learning about something new using devices, or even learning how to use a device. Exploring apps, computer classes, history classes, creative writing, bird watching, world travelers groups, and lectures. And with all of those things, it's about what you put into it and what you're trying to get out of it as well. So going in with a focus to learn something new is a great way to help your brain stay fit. Okay, so we want to create our own wellness plan for 2024. So one of the handouts I have for you, and again, I'll have those in the fitness center if you're interested, but I have this. The first one goes through some examples like we just listed for the 6 dimensions of wellness. And this second handout has each of those dimensions listed, and then it has some brief suggestions of things that you can do to check off that category. But it also has space for you to write what you think you might specifically like to work on in that dimension of wellness. So this can be really helpful for you for making your plan. So what you want to think about, keeping those 6 dimensions of wellness in mind and making a plan for how you can hit each one of those. So we want to think about what interests you, what is important to you, what your goals are for yourself. Again, finding your purpose can be helpful in that. What activities are already offered in your community, and how can you find a balance of the 6 dimensions of wellness? In terms of the point about what activities are offered in your community, yes, it's good to know what's already available, but that might also lead you to something else. You may think that there's something missing that you would like to see be available, and you may be able to either be the one to help it come about, or maybe get a group of people who would be interested in that same thing too. Don't feel like you're limited just by what's already in existence. Remember, we can always expand what our offerings are. And all the staff in wellness, your therapy staff, your activities staff, everyone would be more than happy to help you with getting something new started if we have some interest. Okay, so that's what the handout looks like. So I want you to, if you've watched this and gotten your handout, I want you to sit with this for 10 minutes and develop your plan. Okay, so that's your homework. If you have any questions or you need ideas, I would be happy to sit with you and talk about it. We could schedule some time to do that. All right, so wellness options in your community. It's important to know your community's wellness options. What activities are already offered, and are there any classes that you can attend? And then we have wellness options offered by Health Pro Heritage. We have a program called Healthy Fit, and then we also do comprehensive health and wellness assessments. And then I also do falls screenings as well using our Virtue Sense equipment. And so those are just scheduled by contacting me. We set up a time to do that together, so I can do those anytime. All right. And then some easy ways to engage in wellness. Community involvement. We can participate in group events, clubs, and activities within the community. Hobbies and interests. We want to pursue passions, hobbies, or explore new interests to promote happiness and fulfillment. Contributing back. Volunteering or mentoring within the community for a sense of purpose and belonging. Plenty of opportunities for volunteering around here. And then taking charge. We want to embrace self-reliance while enjoying the support of a vibrant community. Your community may have wellness options available, which we do, lots of them. And they can include all different things. Here are some examples, some community-led exercise classes. We also have wellness staff-led exercise classes, crafting, book clubs, educational talks, happy hours. There's lots of religious groups, Bible studies, things like that. We encourage you to attend as many as you can and stay active and well. The power of community wellness. Some things that we know being involved in a community can help with. So enhanced well-being. Community involvement significantly improves overall well-being. It also gives you a support network, and a strong support system is vital for mental, emotional, and physical health. And then it can also contribute to your sense of purpose. Being involved in community wellness contributes to a fulfilling life by fostering a sense of belonging and purpose. So I do have the availability through my company, Health Pro Heritage, which we contract here for the therapy services, to offer a program called Healthy Fit. It's private pay, personal training, and wellness sessions offered in a variety of format. We can do it individual or a group or even virtual sessions. And the therapist, me, designs a plan to meet your specific needs. Programs are overseen by therapists or fitness professionals, and the frequency and duration is determined by you and or your family, depending on your goals. So that is something that's available. And then we do a comprehensive health and wellness assessment. This consists of some standardized testing measures to assess your performance across multiple dimensions of wellness. And it provides you with your baseline functional status, which can be used for comparison from year to year, and compare your performance with other peers of your age through normative data. This is a great tool for identifying risk factors and early intervention for assessment areas such as falling. And It's provided as a Medicare Part B service and is administered by a licensed therapist, me. All right, so in summary, wellness encompasses physical, mental, and social well-being, emphasizing a holistic approach to health that involves maintaining physical fitness, mental clarity, emotional balance, social connections, and overall happiness through an actively balanced lifestyle. I want you to use that handout to make your custom wellness plan to address all 6 dimensions of wellness, to energize and realign your body, mind, and spirit in the new year. Community involvement significantly enhances overall well-being by fostering a strong support network crucial for mental, emotional, and physical health, while also nurturing a sense of purpose and belonging for a fulfilling life. The therapists at Health Pro Heritage can guide you to a fresh start on your path to a health and wellness this year. Thank you.